Biscocho is our version of the Italian biscotti. Let's try to make our version today. Let's get started. For the dough, you need 1/2 kilo of bread flour, 5 grams of instant dry yeast, 20 grams of full cream powdered milk, 6 grams of salt, 80 grams of sugar, 20 grams margarine or butter, 30 grams shortening, 250 grams of cold water, egg yellow food color. For the milky sweet topping, we need 200 grams of butter blend, or you can use margarine, 30 grams of full cream powdered milk, or 1/4 cup, 130 grams of sugar, about 2/3 cup, 60 grams of condensed milk, or 1/4 cup. All you have to do is mix this together. I have here the butter blend. This is actually refrigerated margarine. Then we have condensed milk. Then we have sugar. And we have powdered milk. Okay, so we will set this aside after we have baked and dried the bread. We're going to use this. Okay, so we set this aside. You dissolve the yeast in water. We're using instant dry yeast, so you will see it will immediately bubble up. Okay, and then we add in sugar. Then we have powdered milk. We have egg yellow color. And then we add the flour. And then we add the salt on top of the flour. Okay. Once the liquid picks up the flour, we're going to add in the shortening. For the biscocho base, you can use any bread recipe that you have for the base. But if you want to sell, then you have to have the same kind of bread all the time, okay? Let's form the dough. So we will mix this for about 8 minutes, or until the dough is elastic and it passes the window pane test, which I will show you once we get to that stage. Alright, after 8 minutes, see, if you can stretch the dough without it tearing, then it means it's elastic. This is colored so you cannot see the tip of my fingers, but more or less you get the idea. This is the window pane test, okay? So it means it's good. So here we have a bowl. We put a little oil. We let this rise for 1 hour and then we shape this. Okay, here. And then put oil on top. And then we cover. Again with plastic. If you don't like to use plastic, you can use a damp towel, or you can cover this with a baking pan. Just make sure that there's no drop, so it will not form a skin, okay? Until it's double, more or less an hour. Here's our biscocho bread. It's double in size now. So we will take out the extra, we will take out the air, and then we will divide them into 60-gram portions. Here, I'm going to form them into balls, smooth balls like this. You can do it this way, you can tuck it in, or you can roll it. Okay? And then I'll finish the rest. Alright, after you've formed them into smooth balls, we're going to make them into the bread that we want shape, okay, like this. And then, okay, see, this one you stretch it. Okay, again. By the way, always smooth side down. Stretch. Okay, then And then this one, stretch this so that it will be even on both sides. And then, okay, and always seam side down. Don't do it that way, okay? Seam side should always be down. Stretch. This is the dough for the biscocho. We will let this rise for another 30 to 45 minutes until it's doubled before we bake this. There is no need to put an egg wash or a milk wash, but if you wish to do so, you can. After we bake this, we cool this down. We cut them into 4 lengthwise. Then we air dry it. Then the following day, we brush it with the topping and then we bake again. Okay? So we will let this rise 45 minutes and then I will let you know when we're ready to bake this. Okay. Here, this has doubled in size, if you can see. Before it was only half of this. So this is ready to go inside the oven. We will bake this at 350 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay? Here is our bread for the biscocho. What we're going to do now is we're going to cool this. After it has cooled down, we will slice them into 4 or 2, depends on what size we want our biscocho to be. And then we will air dry them overnight or 1 or 2 days. And then tomorrow, we're going to brush them with a topping and then bake it again. Okay? So we will cool this down first. After the bread has cooled down, let's slice this into 4. By the way, I'm using an electric knife only because my bread knives are all very dull. Okay. So here, we have finished slicing all of our bread. We will air dry this overnight. If your oven is hot, you can put it on top of the oven, not inside the oven. And then tomorrow, it should be firm enough for us to put the topping. Alright? Here, this is the bread that we baked yesterday. And then I air dried it. So if you notice this, it's dry. Okay? So, I'm going to, you can apply this with a spatula, but I found out that using a brush is easier. Okay? The traditional biscocho is just spread with margarine and then you sprinkle sugar. But this one is the milky biscocho, which has condensed milk, okay? And powdered milk. You only put, remember this is the back, you only put 2 sides because this is 3 sides. Okay? So you put only on 2 sides. And then once we're finished with this, we're going to bake this, okay? Here's the bread that we have brushed with the butter, milk, and sugar mixture. What we're going to do now is put this back in the oven. We will toast this at about 300 degrees, not higher than 320, for about 30 minutes or until the coating dries up a bit and it browns and the bread is crisp. Okay? Just remember that the key to this is your bread should be air dried before you put the coating, so it will take a shorter time to toast in the oven. Okay? I have many recipes to share with you. If you're interested, please like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you can be alerted when a new video is uploaded.